The Kraken. The Kraken is one of the most mysterious and frightening mythical creatures ever mentioned in old seafaring tales. Similar to a giant squid, but much larger and more monster-like, a new species of colossal squid was discovered not long ago in the Southern Ocean. Measuring more than 45 feet in length, the squid comes close to what could be described as a kraken. Its large eyes and beak being accompanied by limbs lined with giant hooks and suckers which could potentially damage even a large ship. Hobbits. Indonesia was the site of discovery of yet another group of creatures believed to have only existed in myths and stories. The scientific community has recently discovered a species of extinct humans that bear a striking resemblance to hobbits. Homo floresiensis, nicknamed hobbits, of course, measure about 3 feet in height and used to have flat feet and long toes. Based on the fossils found in Indonesia, are estimated to have lived at least 12,000 years ago. Dragons. Dragons are no doubt some of the most famous mythical creatures ever depicted in any kinds of stories. Not many people know, however, that the ancestor of today's Komodo dragons in Australia, the Megalania, actually looked very similar to the dragons we know from legends, growing to over 8 meters in length and spitting poisonous saliva that was capable of killing human beings. Sounds pretty familiar, right? Dire wolves. Dire wolves are legendary creatures actively embedded into many modern stories. Larger and stronger than regular gray wolves, dire wolves actually existed side by side with them in the Pleistocene age and have died out along with the rest of the megafauna when their food sources started to go extinct. The Imugi. The initial myth about the Imugi being a huge snake that could be compared with a young dragon originated in China. However, very few people would suspect that such a creature actually existed in South America. The Titanoboa is a snake roughly 46 feet across that weighed more than a ton. Moreover, it was capable of an impressive constricting force of more than 400 psi and could swallow a person without much difficulty. Giants. Giants are mythical creatures that were depicted throughout the ages as large, vengeful versions of their tiny human counterparts. In 1964, famous Austrian artifact researcher Klaus Dohna claimed to have examined bones found in Ecuador that belonged to a human-like creature measuring 7.6 meters in height. Similar skeletons were also found in Australia, Eastern Europe and Nicaragua,